welcome to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, Tennessee. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Memphis Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, the Memphis Tigers have had success with their coaching hires over the last few cycles, and now we're able to see if Charles Hubb can keep that momentum going. Memphis has a great young option now. We'll see if he's able to sustain that consistency and keep Memphis in the conversation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Hoosiers offense will have the first possession of the game. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
And, man, it was so impressive to watch the greatest turnaround in all of college football history. It had a lot to do with the offensive line, right? Guys that got on guys, that communicated. They were so well coached up front. So, Palmer, a couple of new faces, but some familiar faces as well. Can they build that continuity and be a squad again that leads them to the promised land?
Well, they still have that identity up front, right? I know so much of the attention last year went to their Heisman winner quarterback and Fernando Mendoza, and the offensive line is, I think, a big part of his success, and rightfully so. They did a great job in the run game. They did a great job keeping the quarterback upright. They're still so talented, and that's going to be the key to their success and finding out whether they can repeat as national champions.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
The Hoosiers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Still scoreless here after this offense has dominated time of possession. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hoover. He'll get rid of it. Got a man, it's Becker. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Caught over the middle, it's Bond. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They want to throw it. He wants it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Trying to barrel in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. From the gun, wants to pass. Back swinging for the goal line. Touchdown, Indiana! Into the end zone for 6.
And how about that drive to start the football game? Like, you want to not give up points? Don't give the other team the football. They held it the whole first quarter. Now they punch it in. They've shortened this game and done the most important thing, put 6 on the board.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And this matchup is going to be so much fun to watch because this defense, they're really, really good. And they like to take away what you do best. And a lot of times that means focusing on your #1 guy. Palmer, here's a problem. There's 2 in this offense. So I can't wait to watch how they handle both of these guys that can make big plays and what answers they try to come up with.
I think that's the big question, right? Because it's really hard as a defense to double 2 guys. And I think if you're on offense here, you want to try and change the picture, change the formation and alignment, use motion, try and confuse this defense, or at least force them to communicate to get the matchups they want to get. I think there's opportunities in this offense today with these 2 big-time targets outside to make some plays, but they got to be versatile, and they got to try to be as multiple as they can.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with the Memphis head coach coming out of the locker room. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Appreciate that, Holly. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Hits inside. It's Hayden. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
Memphis will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And the Hoosiers inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. Trying to get the corner. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Memphis calls timeout. That's their first of 3. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Out wide right, it's shot.
I think moving forward on 3rd down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
And you practice the 2-minute drill all week long, and you dream about making those big plays. And how about this defense coming up big, shutting down this offense? The offense has a chance to go make this a game, maybe go win the football game, and the defense does their job, does their part, makes the big safety, and now receiving the football and putting one nail in the coffin.
On the return.
The return brings it out to the 32, and the Indiana offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.